Okay, good morning, my dearest students. Welcome to your class. Let's see, I'm gonna get my attendance. Good morning, Alejandra Portillo. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Flor. Good morning, Rodrigo. Welcome to your class. Okay, I'm so happy to having you in class. So now we are gonna start with a very simple reading TOEFL. Okay, but before to start, I'm going to ask you, Flor, could you please help me to read paragraph number 1? But before to start, Flor, do you read the test? Do you read the reading?
Yes,
All right,
yes.
how was it? Simple? Difficult?
Difficult. No, it was difficult.
Oh, really? Okay, now let's start by reading paragraph number 1. Thank you, Flor.
Okay. Anthropology distinguishes itself from the other social science by its greater emphasis on field work as the source of new knowledge. The aim of such studies is to develop as intimate an understanding as possible of the phenomena investigated, although the length of field studies varies from a few weeks to years. It is generally agreed that anthropologists should stay in the field long enough for their presence to be considered natural by the permanent residents.
All right, thank you so much. Now, please let me, Flor, choose 2 students, please.
José Ángel and Alejandra Portillo.
Okay, my question, Angel, good morning. We are going to discuss paragraph number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, Angel?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, nice, thank you. Hello, Miss Portillo, Mrs. Portillo.
Hello.
Okay, guys, my question for you is, what does anthropology study? What, teacher? Yes. What does anthropology study? I will give you 20 seconds, okay? I will give you 20 seconds. Be ready with your answer. What does anthropology study? And I'm gonna ask you again, please. Johnny, good morning, my dearest. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm so happy to have it in class. Johnny, would you like to please help me to read again paragraph number 1?
Sure.
Angel, Mrs. Portillo, be ready. What does anthropology study? Okay, Johnny, go ahead.
All right. So anthropology distinguishes itself from the other social science by its greater emphasis on field work as the source of new knowledge. The aim of such study is to develop as intimate an understanding as possible of the phenomena investigated. Although the length of file stories varies from a few weeks to years, it's generally agreed that anthropologists should stay in the file long enough for their presence to be considered natural by the permanent resident.
All right, thank you so much, Johnny. Before to continue with your classmate, with Angel and Mrs. Portillo, Johnny, choose 2 students, please, quickly. Señores, esta clase es de interactividad al 100%. Voy al primer bloque con interactividad. Quiero saber si usted verdaderamente leyó la lectura. Okay, please, Johnny, choose 2 students.
All right, so Rodrigo y Cristina Carpio.
Yes, Rodrigo is in the class. Okay, Rodrigo 1. Choose a second one, please.
Cristina Carpio.
And Cristina Carpio. Thank you, my dearest. Okay, Rodrigo and Cristina. My question for you is, look at the word in bold. In bold. ¿Cómo se dice en negrita? B-O-L-D, bold. Look at the word in bold. Cristina Rodri. Field work. Field? Yes, field. Okay, yes, field work. Please, Cristina Rodrigo, give us synonyms. Give us synonyms. Replace the word field work, please. Be ready. Okay, Angel, I'm going to start with your amazing. Angel, what does anthropology study?
Okay.
Wait a minute,
Well,
excuse me. Cristina, oh my goodness, Christy. Okay. Okay, Christy, solo porque siempre participaste, lo perdono. Angel, choose another student, please. Excuse me, Angel, for interrupt you.
Okay, the anthropology.
No. Choose one student, please. Choose one.
Oh, okay, Diego.
Okay, let me see. No, Diego asked for permission. Yeah. Es la
Okay,
primera vez que me pide permiso. Yes. Diego asked for permission. I got, let's see. I got Catherine. Okay, so Catherine with the same. Catherine, give us synonym of the word in bold, please. Okay, Catherine and Rodrigo, be ready. Okay, yes, now, Angel, go ahead, please. What does anthropology study?
okay, they study the knowledge about phenomena. And that's the specific thing that I consider that they study.
Okay.
Yeah, they always are looking for the knowledge about anything, about the environment and phenomenon, and they investigate curiously a particular thing about the phenomenon,
All
and
right.
they try to develop an estimate understanding as possible of the phenomenon investigated. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, they have to be always focused,
Uh-huh.
emphasis on his study.
Okay, now thank you so much. Let me see. Mrs. Portillo, what does anthropology study? Thank you, Angel. Rodrigo and Catherine, be ready with the synonyms.
I think the anthropologists study new knowledge of the phenomenon investigate.
All right, thank you so much. So, okay, yes, you're right, but also anthropology is study not just the human societies, it is also the study of culture, okay, culture. Thank you so much, guys. Now, Rodrigo,
And the
could you?
history of this, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Florcita. Hey, Flor, you missed, excuse me, you were absent yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry.
Okay, let's see. Rodrigo, give us the synonyms of field work.
Okay, I consider the synonyms is a countryside.
Just one synonym?
Yes.
Okay, let me see, Catherine. Synonyms, please.
Groundwork, groundwork.
Okay, okay, just two synonyms?
Or I don't know, but labor work,
Uh-huh.
labor work, or
Oh,
labor camp.
all right, okay, thank you so much. Now let's continue with the second paragraph, please. Kathy, help me to read. Go ahead.
Realistically, however, anthropologists may never reach this status. Their foreign manners make them appear clownish, and so they are treated with curiosity and amusement. If they speak the local language at all, they do so with a strange accent and flawed grammar. They ask tactless questions and inadvertently break rules regarding how things are usually done.
Stop. Continue, Flor.
Okay. Argu Arguably, this could be an interesting starting point for research, though it is rarely explored. Otherwise, anthropologists take on the role of the superior expert, in which case they are treated with deference and respect, only coming into contact with the most high-ranking members of the society. Anthropologists with this role may never witness the gamut of practice which take place in all levels of the society.
Society. Okay, thank you so much. Flor, I got one question for you.
Okay.
According to you, what is clownish? Clownish. Clownish. What is it for you? And before to give us your
Clownish.
amazing, choose one student. Alejandra, Christine, well, Cristina, let me know when you can, okay? So Alejandra, Angel, Gerardo, Johnny, Catherine, Rodrigo. Ok, Michelle, me falta Michelle otra vez en clases virtuales. Reina no está tampoco, Alison tampoco, increíble, las personas que van más bajas no están en clase, me encanta. Perdón, Flor, ok. Choose one student, please.
Johnny.
Okay, Johnny, be ready with the saying. Give us synonym of clownish. The synonyms or the definition. Flora and Johnny, be ready. Give us the synonym or the definition of clownish. Okay, thank you so much.
I
Now,
think
Gerardo, no,
is
not now. Just in a few seconds.
okay.
Yes, not now.
Okay.
Gerardo, please, would you like to help me to read again? Thank you. Good morning and go ahead.
Good morning. Realistically, however, anthropologists may never reach this status. Their format mannerisms make them appear clownish, and so they are treated with curiosity and amusement. If they speak the local language at all, they do so with a strange accent and fluid grammar. They ask tactless questions and inadvertently break rules regarding how things are usually done.
Stop. Choose a student, Gerardo.
Christina. Chicken. Okay, yes.
Let me see. Cristina, Ken? Are you ready? Let me know, Christy. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, choose another one.
Alejandra Portillo.
Okay, Mrs. Portillo, look at this word. They ask tacos. Tacos. Okay, so Mrs. Portillo, no now, later in a few seconds. What is tacos for you? Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much. Let me see, let's continue. Nos quedamos a dónde? En grammar, ¿verdad? No, aquí, en don, Gerardo?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and done. Continue. Let me see. Angel, continue, please.
Arguably, this could be an interesting starting point for research. Though it is rarely exploited otherwise, anthropologists take on the role of the superior expert, in which case they are treated with deference and respect, only coming into contact with the most high-ranking member of the society. Anthropologists with this role might never witness the gamut of practices that take place in all levels of the society.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's see. Flor, Johnny, who wants to be the first one? What does it mean, or what's the meaning
Me.
or the definition of clownish? Thank you, Flor, number one. Johnny, you are the second one.
I think it's like saying or part of the word clown but in this context it's
Ajá.
like the I don't know the person of that culture see the anthropologists like uh, funny persons.
Okay,
I
thank you.
think.
All right, nice. Johnny, what about you?
All right, synonym can be a clown or sealer or something who makes craziness. In this context, it appears like the anthropologist looks like a clownish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's continue with the tacos. Okay. Mrs. Portillo, are you ready? You got it, right?
Yes, chuckles is like say insensitive or indiscreet.
Okay. Okay, nice. Thank you so much. Now, look at let's see. Look at my, what is it? Ay, my goodness. Esperen, quiero ver algo, permítanme. Hola Isola, your camera is open. Por eso es que no puedo cerrar todas las ventanas porque, thank you, my little princess. Thank you so much. Okay, I will give you 20 seconds. Look at the word in bold. gamut. Anthropologists with this role may never witness the gamut of practice which take place in all levels of the society. So I will choose one, just one student randomly. What is gamut in the context? 20 seconds, be ready because you don't know if I'm gonna choose you. 20 seconds. Give us the context, not the definition. Give us the context. What is gamut in the context? Lucas, Christina said, no, but it's in private. But Christina said gamut is like a scale. Okay, but 20 seconds, be ready. All right. Is there a volunteer or may I choose? 5, 4, 3.
Teacher.
Thank you, Miss Barcenas. Before to give us your amazing explanation, choose a victim. Olaizola, Portillo, Allison, Flor, Angel, Gerardo, Johnny, good morning, Michelle, and Rodrigo. Choose one student, please.
Sola.
Olaizola, be ready with the same. What does it mean, gamut, but in the context? Okay, Miss Barcenas, give us your amazing.
It's a different type of practice or by variety in this context, the different type of practice which take place.
Oh my goodness, you got it. Thank you, lady. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna conclude the second paragraph with your amazing Olaizola. Go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you, Olaizola. I really appreciate it. Okay, yes, Flor, please. Thank you.
It can be like a serie. Serie?
Okay, wait a minute, Flor. Excuse me, wait a minute,
Okay.
Alejandra. Flor 1 and Olaizola number 2.
Yes. It's like a series of practice, like a series like many practice. I don't know. I
Yes,
just have
gamut means the process. Simple is the process. Okay, let me see. Yes, Olaizola, are you ready to present? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you. Okay, number 3. I'm gonna choose. Let me see, Mrs. No. I'm gonna choose a boy. Rodrigo, would you like to help me to read paragraph number 3? Go ahead.
Okay, no matter which role one takes on, anthropology generally finds firework extremely demanding. Anthropological texts might read like an excuse journey of
Exciting journey. Read it again, my dear. Yes, exciting journey.
exciting journey of exploration, but rarely is this so. Long periods of time spent in the field are generally characterized by boredom, illness, and frustration. Anthropologists in the field encounter unfamiliar thematics, stranger food, and no standards of hygiene.
Hygiene. Okay. Please, Rodrigo, choose one student quickly. Can you see the list or may I help you?
Okay, Johnny.
Johnny, continue. It is often. Johnny, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dearest. Nice. Okay.
So long period of time spent in the file are generally characterized by boredom, illness, and frustration. Anthropologists in the file encounter unfamiliar climates, strained food, and low standards of hygiene. It's often particularly trying for researchers with middle class European background to adapt to societies where being alone is considered painful. It takes delicate individual to conduct research, which is not in some way influenced by this personal discomfort.
All right. Thank you, my dearest. Johnny, choose 3 students.
All right. So, Alison,
Allison, number 1.
Michelle,
Michelle, number 2.
and Alejandra
Which one?
Portillo.
Okay. Allison, Michelle, and Portillo. So, good morning, Allison.
Good morning.
My little princess, look at my cursor. Mira mi cursor. Could you please help me to read that word? Read it again. Allison, thank you. Hello. Siento como que estoy en bachillerato, bichos. Hello, Allison. Good morning. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
How are you? Very, very thank you.
Good morning.
My little princess, look at my cursor. Could you please read the word? Thank you.
Boredom.
Okay, boredom. What does it mean? Boredom. Be ready, okay? Be ready. The second you said Michelle, right? Good morning, Michelita.
Good morning.
Look at this word. Could you please help me to read it? Look at my cursor and read it again.
Middle class.
Middle class. What does it mean, middle class? And the last one you said Mrs. Portillo, right? Okay, I like it. Mrs. Portillo,
Okay.
look at my cursor and read the word, please.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. What is, or what does it mean in the context? Beautiful. Okay, so I got boredom, I got middle class, and I got beautiful. Señoritas, denme una explicación nivel universitario, por favor. No me vayan a salir solo con, es esto que chiva tu vida. Okay, before to continue with the ladies, with your classmate, Angel, please, would you like to help me to read again? When I said stop, Angel, I'm gonna choose a second student. Go ahead, please.
Okay. No matter which role one takes on, anthropology generally finds fieldwork extremely demanding. Anthropological texts might read like an exciting journey of exploration, but rarely is this so. Long periods of time spent in the field are generally characterized by boredom, illness, and frustration. Anthropologists in the field encounter unfamiliar climates, strange food, and low standard of hygiene. It is often particularly trying for researchers with middle class European background to adapt to society where being alone is considered beautiful. It takes a dedicated individual to conduct research which is not in some way influenced by these personal discomforts.
All right, Angel, I will give you 30 seconds. What's the test about? What's the test about? 30 seconds, Angel. Digo 30 porque me imagino que tus compañeras se van a tardar 10 segundos cada una, pero ok. Cuando tus compañeras finalicen, what's the test about? Johnny, be ready. What's the test about? Okay, I'm going to start with Miss Allison. Please, give us your amazing.
Boredom. It means that anthropologists feel bored in their area of work, according to text.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
This is because they have to spend long periods of time, and the synonym
the word boredom is like bored.
Exactly. Wow. Thank you, Miss Allison. I love it. The second is Michelle. Please go ahead.
Okay. Middle class refer when a person is not rich, but neither is
Uh-huh.
he poor. That
Exactly.
is in the some case somewhere in between.
Okay. According to the society, there are three classes, Michelle. Do you know it?
Yes,
Okay. Which one is the first one? Middle class is the second one. What the first one is?
poor class. No, no,
Low,
no.
low
Low.
class. Low. Okay. Poor is an adjective specific. Okay.
Ah,
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
specific adjective. But in the case, low class, middle class, and the third one, Michelle?
Is
I don't know if I got it in the previous. Let me see. Si mi mente no me falla, yo creo que lo vi creo que estaba aquí o yo me lo imaginé, quizás, espérame. High class. No, no está. Okay, but you got it? No?
yes.
Yes, which one is the third one? Yes, low class, middle class, and 5, 4, 3, 2, high class. Okay, but this solamente era para vocabulario. Thank you, my little. Let's see, I'm gonna conclude with Mrs. Portillo. Pitiful.
Yes,
Sabes que
pity.
yo no digo pitiful, yo digo it is a pity. Yo digo pity, nunca he ocupado pitiful. Yo siempre digo pity. But give us your amazing. What is pitiful in the context?
Okay, the pitiful in the context is an adjective for res research, an adjective for that, and the synonyms for beautiful is sad or disturbing or insignificant.
Oh, yes, I love the third one because when I say pitiful, it's like hey, it is a pity. You cannot come to the party. It's like hey, it is a shame. It's like in Spanish, es una lástima. Es
Yes,
una lástima. Thank you, my
lamentable.
little princess.
Okay,
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna continue with Angel and Johnny. They are going to get us involved. What's the test? What's the paragraph number 3 about? Okay, who wants to be the first one, gentlemen?
Okay, me, teacher.
Okay, Angel, number 1, Johnny, number 2.
Okay, as we know, the old study of the anthropology for some of us is very important. And for the science, it's definitely important because we're talking about new knowledge. And for some of us, like I say, it is important and we like to read it. And because we're going to find the new curiously thing about something. But in the text, I mean, in the paragraph, they try to tell us how it is the study of the field work of the anthropology is, and this is sometimes boredom, illness, and frustration. And I'll tell you why. Because the anthropologists in the field encounter unfamiliar climates, stranger food, and low standard of hygiene. That's the main thing that the text is about it. They found a particular research with the middle class. And this is like Alejandra said, they consider it beautiful because they found this stranger food and the standard. I mean, the healthy food is not in the it's not right for the people is eating. And And also at the end, it said that it takes a dedicated individual to conduct research, which is not some way influenced by this personal discomfort. It is a shame. This is what want to tell us. It is a shame because people sometimes don't consider that it's important to think about food or what we are eating and how it is going to influence in our health. That's what I think.
All right, thank you, my dear. So let's see. Johnny, please, go ahead. Give us your amazing.
All right. So first of all, I want to point this out. So
Nice.
anthropologist, it's a demanding career. All right. So it has to be dedicated for a special individual. All right. So for that is not for only a special. All right. So only for dedicated individual. So because anthropology is, especially in the field of work, is extremely demanding.
Pausa, pausa, perdón. Saben que cuando yo me gradué en la universidad está la carrera de antropología. Y cuando yo me gradué, saben que solamente un alumno se graduó de esta carrera. Y de hecho fue el primero que pasó. Entonces, y nosotros era como que esperábamos los demás, vea. Y no, o sea, dijeron, bueno, y de la carrera de ciencias de no sé qué, antropología, el alumno tal. Y él fue el único alumno que se graduó. Yo no sé qué requisitos les piden a ellos para graduarse, entonces yo no sé, o no había mucha demanda en esa carrera, o nadie la logró pasar, no sé, pero de verdad es una carrera que es muy bonita. Yo siento que en el país no es una carrera tan demandante. En otros países quizás sí, pero sí recuerdo perfectamente que solo uno se graduó de antropología. Ok, perdón, Johnny. Continue.
Right. So I was mentioning before, is a career demand. It's a demanding career. So because most of those person has to spend a lot of time, so maybe studying something, and maybe they can get boring, or maybe they can get a illness or frustration. So, or maybe a strange climate. So that affect all those people. So that's why it's a demanding career. So it's basically, yeah, that's basically that it's involved this paragraph that it has to say us that is a demanding career. I want to say that it's that explain how is the career. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Is there someone else who wants to add an extra? No? Any comment? Okay, Ola Isola, go ahead, please.
But I understand that this work or this job is really tired or tedious and requires sacrifice.
Okay.
sacrifice. And the people cannot be so like delicate because the environment is complicated, difficult is, and not it's not for everyone. And I remember that before I wanted to study this job because I saw a series called Bones
on Netflix.
No, I don't remember, but when I was a child.
Okay, nice. Thank you so much. Thanks for share. Let me see. Is there another one who wants to add something, an extra information or any comment? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's continue with paragraph number 4. Remember, we got just 6 paragraphs. Okay, Flor, help me to read, please. Oops. Thank you, Flor. Okay, nice. Go ahead.
Nonetheless, fieldwork requires the research to spend as much time as possible in local life. A range of research methodologies can be utilized to extract information. This can be classified as emic or ethic, while
Choose
emic
two
descripts
students, please. Florcita, choose two students. Quick.
Gerardo y Alejandra Portillo.
Okay, Gerardo, please be ready. What is emic in the context? Mrs. Portillo, please be ready. What is Eric in the context? Okay, Flor, continue. While
Okay, while emic descriptions are considered more desirable
nowadays,
nowadays they are difficult to attain, even if the researcher does his utmost to reproduce the facts from the native's point of view. More often than not, aspects of the research on culture, perspective, and literary style seep into the narrative. Moreover, research generally involves translation from one language to another and from speech into writing. In doing this, the meaning of utterance is changed. The only truly emic descriptions can be thus given by the natives themselves in their own vernacular.
vernacular. All right, thank you. Florcita, what is vernacular? Be ready, please. Okay. Gerardo, are you ready? What's emic in the context?
Emic.
Yeah. Look at point number one. Things
Yeah.
can be classified as emic or eric.
Yes, according to my deduction in this case, I can consider that in this case, emic is information that is, I don't know, better or is, yes, better in this case in the context to the investigation, but it's difficult to obtain those kind of information, even if the researcher has or does different actions to obtain the information, it is kind of difficult for me.
All right, but is emic is a particular language based on culture too, and obviously it is internal elements. Internal elements. Okay, let's see. Let's continue with Mrs. Portillo. What is Eric in the context? And I'm gonna conclude with Florcita. What is vernacular for you? Excuse me. What is vernacular in the context mean? Okay, Mrs. Portillo, go ahead.
Okay, I think Eric in that paragraph is refers to research that studies cross-cultural difference in a type of classify. So I think
Okay, but EMI is internal research. Eric, Eric is a particular language or culture too, but it's in general. That's why it said non-structural. Okay, non-structural. Okay, thank you so much. I'm gonna conclude with vernacular. Flor, go ahead.
Okay, I think in the context, it refers to their own language, like we say mother language, I think.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna conclude with, let me see, number 5. Yes, numbers. Oh my goodness, there are, okay. Okay, vamos a ver. Number 5. Yes, number 5. Let me see. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Okay, Michelle, please, number 5. Go ahead.
Okay, the least invasive type of research methodology is observation. Here, the researchers study the group and records findings without intruding. Intruding. Okay.
Johnny, what is intruding, please? What is intruding in the context? Continue, Michelle.
Okay. Too much on their privacy. This is not to say, however, that the presence of the researcher will have minimal impact on the finding. An example was Richard Borchet Lee, who, in studying local groups in the Kalahari, refused to provide the people with food so as not to taint his research.
Stop. Let me see. I'm gonna choose Olaizola, please. Look at the word. With food so as not to taint. What is taint, Olaizola? Continue, Michelle.
Okay, leading to an inevitable hostility towards the research, which would not otherwise have been present.
Thank you so much, my little Johnny. I know you're ready, right? Or maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if you're having a cup of coffee and some pupusas. Are you ready?
No, I have some problem with my touch, you know.
Okay, but look at
yeah.
intruding.
Yeah, intruding. It's like in this context can be like interruption.
Exactly.
Yeah, interruption, but only to know the meaning is like in can I say in Spanish?
Yeah, of course.
Como intruso.
Okay, intruding. Okay. Let me see. I said Olaizola, right? Olaizola. Your word was, let me see. What was your word, Olaizola?
Taint.
Taint. Yes. What is it? Let
Yes.
me see. What is it?
It's
Yes.
like well, it refers to the food can be toxic for something.
Toxic. Yeah.
Yes, or dangerous for the people.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Olaizola, please. Number 6. Go ahead. A variant.
Okay, a variant on the observation techniques. Participants' observation requires that the anthropologist not only observes the culture, but the participants in it too. It allows for deeper immersion into the culture study. Hence, a deeper understanding of it by developing a deeper rapport with the people of the culture. It is hoped they will open up and will get more about their culture and way of life that can simply be observed. Participant observation is still an imperfect methodology. However, sensitive populations may adjust their behavior around the research, knowing that they are the subject of research.
Research. Thank you, Miss Olaizola. Okay, my dearest students, I'm going to conclude by look at number 6 and number 7. I'll start the class at 10:01 a.m. and I'm going to choose 4 students. I'm going to choose in order to give us what's the test, what's the paragraph number 6 about, and what's the paragraph number 7 about. And then I got 15 TOEFL questions that you are going to answer as an individual. So please now, let's have a cup of coffee and see you at 10:01 a.m. Okay, people? Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
Bye. See you then.
See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, princess.